A very good afternoon to you and welcome to Lunchtime News. Come to you live and direct from the Newsfirst Centre here in Colombo. I am Florine Rajendran. Let's start off with a look at your headlines this afternoon. Sri Lanka and Germany to hold talks on a number of points. The JVP leader elaborated on the need of the Police Financial Crimes Investigations Division. Police Narcotics Bureau to investigate the Venezuelan woman who trafficked cocaine to Sri Lanka. On those stories in detail now. President Maithripala Sirisena, who is on a 3-day official visit to Germany, is scheduled to attend a number of meetings today. President Sirisena and his entourage arrived in Germany at midnight Sri Lankan time and were welcomed by representatives of the German government and officials from the Sri Lankan mission in Germany. President Sirisena will officially be welcomed at an event that will be attended by German Chancellor Angela Merkel tomorrow.
The President is due to take part in a number of discussions that are not part of the official dialogue. But official discussions between the Sri Lankan President and the German government will commence tomorrow. The bilateral discussion will be mainly held between President Maithripala Sirisena and German Chancellor Angela Merkel. A number of issues affecting the financial activities of the two countries will be tabled at the discussions. The President will also meet with a group of other government officials, including the German President, the Speaker of the Parliament and the Minister of Foreign Affairs.
Incidentally, it is after a period of 43 years that the government had invited the Sri Lanka head of state to visit there. After concluding the 3-day visit to Germany, the President will leave for Austria on the 19th of February for a 2-day visit. President Sirisena is set to meet with Austrian President Heinz Fischer and several government representatives for talks. Meanwhile, a new traffic plan was launched in the Kandy town today. Under this program, vehicular movement will be towards one direction on selected roads. Accordingly, all vehicles that travel to Colombo, Peradeniya and Gampola from the Good Shed bus stand will have to move on the Scouts Mawatha and enter into the William Gopal level Mawatha. Vehicles travelling towards Colombo and Peradeniya from the Clock Tower will have to enter the William Gopal level Mawatha and thereby proceed to either Gadambe or Good Shed. Speaking to Newsfirst, the Mayor of Kandy, Sena Dissanayaka, said that today's trial will be reviewed tomorrow and a decision will be made as to whether this traffic plan will be implemented in the future. The body of one of the two girls reported missing after they went to bathe in the Kandy River from Sedawatha, Lanka was discovered this morning. A search and rescue is still underway to locate the other missing girl. According to the police, 3 14-year-old schoolgirls had gone to bathe and drowned. Police added that a bystander had managed to rescue one of them. The Sri Lankan Navy said that a search and rescue this morning resulted in the recovery of the lifeless body of Subodhi Naomi Bandara. The 3 girls were relatives of one of the victims in the shootings in Vallampitiya recently and met with the untimely death when they attended the 7-day almsgiving. They were residents from Alpitiya, Gaul. On one of our headline-making stories, leader of the JVP, Anurukumara Dissanayaka, elaborated on the need of the Police Financial Crimes Division. He was speaking at the All Ceylon Common Fisheries Conference in Devinora.
When the police department was formed, there was no Terrorism Investigations Division. The Terrorism Investigations Division was formulated when there was a terrorist problem. There was no Narcotics Bureau, but when there arose a drug problem, the Narcotics Bureau was formulated, affiliated to the police department. Something new is formulated when a new problem surfaces. Therefore, the Financial Crimes Investigations Division was not needed in the 1950s. But today, what is happening now? There is a financial crime taking place where public property is being looted. To carry out investigations into these financial crimes, we need the Police Financial Crimes Investigations Division, don't we? We know how slogans on patriotism were defined during the reign of Rajapaksa. If you support Rajapaksa, you are a patriot. If you oppose him, you are a traitor. Even today, people are adjudged a corrupt individual based on one's loyalty to the Maitri Ranil government. Otherwise, many in the current cabinet are being investigated by the Financial Crimes Investigations Division. But none of those investigations will be carried forward.
Anurukumara Dissanayaka also commented on the forming of a new alliance.
A According to the 19th Amendment, the President can only contest twice. The next presidential election is in 2020 and then he will be 75 years old by then. There is a certain time period that a person can be active and work hard. When taking this into consideration, the political life of Rajapaksa will be over. Yet he is stepping out into the streets and gathering groups. This is because of the allegations made against his family and his associates. Everyone knows that they cannot gain power.
Minister of National Coexistence, Dialogue and Official Languages Mano Ganeshan expressed the following views at an event in Colombo yesterday.
Everybody knows that the so-called national problem which is prevalent in this country is being told to the international community. None of us are happy about the fact that this issue is being spoken of in America, Geneva and New Delhi. But we weren't able to contain this problem to the bounds of our country. Whose fault is this? Therefore, we all know that this issue sprung up based on a language barrier. The language problem has not yet ended. The language problem has started and gone over to the other side now. I believe that the implementation of this language policy will reduce this national problem that we have identified to only a fraction of it. Then we can ask for our country's problems, our problems, to only be spoken of inside the country and not outside of it.
An individual had died after being attacked by a wild elephant in Anuradhapura. The wild elephant attack had taken place at around 8 last night when the victim was guarding his farm in the Kattamurichana area in Mardan Kadavala, Anuradhapura. The victim was a 46-year-old father of one. 2 individuals were injured following a shooting that took place in close proximity to the Balapitiya court this afternoon. Police media spokesperson ASP Ron Gunasekara said that shots were fired at 2 individuals who had arrived for a hearing at the court. The police media spokesperson said that the injured had been admitted to hospital. A farmer has commenced a fast atop a roof in the Veeravilla Agrarian Services Centre.
The individual commenced a fast claiming that a weir illegally constructed in the Kadugammana Paha area in Veeravilla has resulted in the destruction of 70 acres of paddy land. It said that the weir was constructed 5 years ago without the permission of the Department of Irrigation. A letter with the signature of the irrigation engineer of Tissa Maharame also notes that this weir was illegally constructed.
We have been seeking a solution for this from the year 2010, but a solution is yet to be given. They have been saying that this is an illegal wall. This wall has caused many issues. The crops are washed away. It is the case throughout many harvesting seasons, and a solution is yet to be granted.
Well, that's a wrap of lunchtime news here at News First. You can log into our website www.newsfirst.lk for these stories and much more. For the News First team, I'm Florine Rajendran. Have a wonderful day ahead of you.